Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of the NHD server. My name is Sando, your humble host, and today we pick back up where we left off at the last episode, the first episode of this new series. You can see I'm at my base, although we have acquired several new items of interest, some of which I am currently wearing. Yes, if you didn't get the chance to watch the last episode, basically comprised of an XP farm build and also a large collaboration to break through the stronghold and defeat the Ender Dragon, as well as go end busting, do some initial end busting. But today we pick up where we left off. Um, with a lot to do. We have a lot to do. Just for starters, we have 20 shulker boxes here before us, full of the loot that we earned from the in-busting session. A very brief in-busting session, but very, very successful after this defeat of the Ender Dragon. With the group, including GodConstruct, Butter Warrior, the Rexa, and Maddie, we played for quite a while together. Several of us in-busted together after defeating the dragon, and we acquired several inventories worth. Some of these shulkers are a little bit more lackluster than others, but some of them, like this one, are exceptionally full of very valuable resources. And at the end of last episode, if you managed to catch it, as we were returning back to the base after distributing some elytra and other resources that we acquired from the nether and the end, it was addressed by some of the others on the server that currently we are a little bit homeless. And this got me thinking, not only are we homeless, but we are entirely baseless, organizationless, and it just got me thinking. I actually got to go take a tour of GodConstruct's base at the end of last episode as well, and it really got me thinking about what do we what do we want to do, or what do I want to do for the base, for this area, this taiga biome that I've selected. But to get things started in this episode, I'm going to go ahead and sort through all of these shulker boxes and divide up the items into something that is a little bit more organized so that we can visually process all that we were able to collect. And after a few minutes, a little bit longer than I honestly would have predicted, we have successfully emptied all of these shulker boxes into these two double chests, split a little bit into some organization. So to start off, we have kind of the precious materials that we gathered, 37 diamonds, not bad at all, and a tremendous amount of iron. This was actually found in the stronghold. The Dungeons and Taverns data pack modded the strongholds, the structures, the naturally generating structures, to where they were quite the challenge for us to navigate. And we really had a blast doing that. But they also contained a great deal of resources, and it was very fun. Hopefully, you'll get the chance to watch some of that uncut footage. Then we also have all of the gear um, that we were able to get. We have, even after distributing elytra to Butter Warrior, GodConstruct, and Rexa, we have 3 left over. So that's and mine. So that's 1 for Maddie, and then 2 extra. So maybe sometime in this episode we'll be able to drop that one off to Maddie. And these elytra distributions that we're doing are not really an agreement that we made to begin with, but it's something that I feel like everybody on this server could really use and really deserves. And I'm really excited to get everybody the opportunity um, to be pushing whatever they want to be doing as fast as possible. And honestly, elytra are kind of the first step for a lot of things. But yes, this is all extremely exciting stuff. We also got some levels from killing the Ender Dragon. GodConstruct is actually the one who got the last blow and got the achievement for killing the Ender Dragon. But we were able to progress and make several additional um, achievements along the way. So all that being said, and that a little bit of introduction and catch up out of the way, I think it's time that we finally get to some projects in this episode. One of said projects having to do with something that GodConstruct and I have talked about between episodes, and something that I am personally extremely excited about. At the end of last episode, after the end busting was over and after we were all relishing in the new loot that we have, Construct revealed that he had acquired not one, not two, not even three, but multiple sets of wither skeleton skulls ready for harvesting, ready to fight the wither and get multiple beacons operational. But as you all know, in addition to the actual beacon itself, beacons require valuable resources, gold or iron, or emerald, to create the pyramid so that the beacon is actually functional to a large radius. So he has mentioned potentially making a trade. All right, I am on my way to your beautiful base. I'm flying over your village. I assume you're at your keep.
I am.
Have you thought any more about this deal that we were discussing?
I mean, I think I've come to what I would like.
Is that right?
The gold.
The gold. So I was telling the viewers, the camera, aka ourselves, in 5 years, that you have gone Captain Insano and collected not one, not two, not three, but 3 entire sets.
Huh? Oh, no. I have one myself.
Oh, yes. I was about to say, I believe I saw 3. So you already went ahead and collected one.
Oh, no. I'm holding some in my...
What have you been... How long have you been doing this?
Mobs. I've killed 195 wither skeletons. And I've got...
What?
16
You've
skulls.
killed 195 wither skeletons and you have 16 skulls.
Right.
Yeah.
6.
No. How many beacons?
15. 15.
Oh my gosh. So... Okay. So you're in the position absolutely to potentially maybe exchange some of these away, and I'm definitely in the position to need one.
I want enough gold blocks to fully power a beacon.
Okay. I think that's entirely doable. Are you wanting that right away, or you want to...
Sooner the better, but I can't demand it.
Oh, this is more what I was saying. Look at that. The man gifts me an achievement like it's nothing. Another thing I was gonna say that maybe you and I could do. I was talking to you off camera before this. Whoa, look at that wolf armor. I've never actually seen it before. That's really cool. Okay. Got some base going on. Ooh, I know what this is. I think. That's what I thought it was. That's awesome. How long? You've been playing a lot. You've been online.
We AFK'd it while we were at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, something to do... Hopefully, I think I'm going to try to get one of these set up pretty soon also. But something to do with these skulls that you've gifted me. I was telling you before, I have played this game a long time, but I have never actually, to my recollection, fought the Wither. Ever.
That's still crazy to me.
I know.
That's the only way I know to beat it.
I know, it's pretty insane. There's kind of a bug that you can do in the end to where it gets stuck in the bedrock. And that's the only way that I've ever done it.
That
Nice.
is the safer way.
It is very safe, but it's also a little bit cheaty. So I was wondering if you would potentially like to accompany me in fighting the Wither
Sure.
today.
I gotta make a sword though.
Oh yeah,
I
but
fought it with sharpness, and I ain't doing that again. I
I,
need smite.
that's what I have. I have sharpness, but I have
Smite
a
does more damage. It's an undead mob.
I have a smite axe. Would that be
That would work,
would
but
that be
I don't have
sufficient?
anything with smite.
Okay. Is so run me through it. How do we need to do this? Is there something that I need to have in
I
preparation?
usually just make strength 2, and then with a smite 5 sword, I usually just like 5 hit it.
Oh, dang! I didn't know it was that easy. Do we
Yeah.
spawn it like?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
What do
We
you?
do this deep underground.
Oh, do you have to do it? Is it like it won't spawn unless it's like underground or?
No, we just do it underground because it's gonna make a big explosion.
Yeah, I might be kidding a little bit, but I really never have actually fought it. I did know that it was pretty. It wreaked some havoc. Um, yeah, so maybe we will go ahead and get prepared, and next time you see us, perhaps we will be getting ready to do some wither slaying. Every time I come over here, I realize more and more that I really do need to get to some organizing. What is this? Shrine tier 3? Is that something added to this?
Yeah, whenever I was flying around trying to get a desert, I found it.
Nice. I wonder where you got all this spruce wood from.
I wonder.
Yeah. It looks like you got almost. You might even have more shulker boxes than me already.
Well, it is 2 peoples.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, I'm ready
Mhm.
whenever you are. Shut it.
I have smite forward, so we can
'Cause-
try it.
yeah, I mean, there's two of us too, right? All right, we have made it. We have made it to the cave. Jumped down a very sketchy hole with no water at the bottom. Um, and you say this is totally safe and there's no threat of death whatsoever, right? Great.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, what are these for? Oh, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and
Drink a potion before you. Actually,
okay.
no. You'll have time. Once
So
you place it all.
okay, so I place it and then we run.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll be able to reach the top of it if I do it that way. Okay. That's right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, scary. All right, it's got multiple stages, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to hit you. I don't think I've been hit yet. Oh, it's kind of. That
I'm gonna let
was
you get the last hits.
easy.
Yeah.
I
Did you get
was
it?
like, yeah, I did. I don't think I got the last hit, but I did get the nether star. Awesome. That was way easier than I thought. I guess it's because I brought the pro, but
It also helps that I tanked every hit.
I know I was about to say I don't think I literally didn't take one bit of damage, so you literally tanked every bit of it. Awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
So
Your
that wizard too.
your golden. I feel bad. You're literally sitting here dying in front of me. Your golden blocks are en route. I've got some work to do before, but I'll get them to you as fast as I can. See you guys in the nether. I told you all I would meet you in the nether, and that is totally true. Although this is not actually on. These mobs are so loud. This is not actually on the the NHD server. This is in a creative testing world that I have, where I built the same farm. Um, Specifically, the reason that I'm in this testing world now is because before AFKing, and you can see in this testing world, it's the same farm. I actually built 3 layers in the testing world, but everything else is the same. Before AFKing for all of this gold that both myself and Construct and anybody else who wants to build a beacon is likely going to be wanting before long, I wanted to address the issue, the very commonplace issue with gold farms, which is their tendency to fill up very quickly with useless items. And you can see I haven't completely finished hardly any of it, but what I have started working here is a non-stackable item filtration system, because the main thing that populates the inventory spaces when it comes to these zombie pigman farms is actually their golden weapons, which are pretty much useless to us in survival. So I have a filter that is putting these items out of the system, and then there is another end of the system which sorts the items depending on how I decide to filter everything. And I see some items traveling through here. See, I don't have any filters active currently, so the items are just passing right through. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get this set up in creative, and then when I'm ready to build it on the NHD server, I will catch up with you guys. As I am back in the overworld preparing for crafting the materials, the redstone materials needed for the sorting system, I am realizing very, very quickly that I think one of the projects in the near future is going to be some form of automated smelter system, because right now 6 manually loaded smelters is definitely not cutting it. Another project that I thought might be fun to maybe not do the entire thing today or in this episode, but to at least start, would be the organization of the Ender Chest. I said that earlier, I'm a big organization guy, and a fun mini challenge would be collecting all of the dye. Some of them are a little more difficult to get than others, but none of them are exceptionally challenging, so just thought that might be something that would be interesting to do. I'll let you guys know when I have everything smelted and crafted up, and we are on our way to the Nether. On my way over to this beach area to mine some sand, and this pillager outpost caught my eye, but this also is very interesting. This is from the new 26.2 update, I believe. Whoa, I had a huge lag spike. This is sulfur, I believe, which is pretty cool. I think you can craft all kinds of stuff out of this. And this is cinnabar, so it's pretty cool. And then these guys right here is also something that I'm super interested in. The allays, I think they're called. Now that guy right there is an axe wielder. I think, what are they, Vindicators? Another interesting or exciting thing that I saw, there's the main island right there, was this, what looks like, I need to clear my inventory. It looks like some kind of mega witch hut. Or no, that's a witch hut. I think this is a safe house, which is it's a new feature that we have through Dungeons and Taverns. But let me go ahead and clean my inventory up a little bit here. Pretty sure this is friendly territory. But it's also, if it is, it's also definitely somewhere that I wouldn't want to bring death upon. Wow, cyan. That's cool. I heard a witch. Maybe this is a witch's hut. I hope that that was just a normal witch and not someone special to this location. Whoa! Oh. I put my sword in the pot. Okay. I was about to say, that is ridiculous that just gave us. Buddy, hey, you were just chilling. There was a witch right outside, man. I literally just, like, saved your life. Ooh. Okay. These are new. Thank you, sir. I hope you don't mind. Is this this is a cartographer? Yeah. Okay. Wow. Got some internal mechanics consistency going on as well. Oh wow. Now I will say, look at that view. I was gonna say that view is awesome. I'm not really typically much of a shader packs user, but I figured it would be cool to maybe consider trying them at least. And this view right here is giving me no regrets, to say the least. And there's some frogs. Nice. I don't want to be known as a frog murderer, but the mobs do drop their heads. So maybe another day. There's also an additional POI over there that we could maybe check out in the near future. That is it's just a village, so I'm not in a huge hurry to get over there and check it out with you guys. But it is a floating one, which is unique. The lag spike. So I'm going to go ahead and collect with some amazing Instamine. I'm going to go ahead and collect some of this sand. I'm sure before I can really pick any of it up, I'll have to clear my inventory out. I'm getting this sand for the pigment farm. And just like that, we collected a pretty decent amount of sand. It is so nice having instant mine once again. And shulkers on top of that. Not only just shulkers, but this data pack, which allows us to look inside the shulkers without even opening them. I can also do it this way, which is very cool. And not only that, but look at this. It counts the total amount of sand regardless of the stacks, which is very interesting. I've never seen 1K or any number above 64 before. So that is very interesting. I know I'm still not in the nether, but this is another structure literally just over from where we were just a second ago. And look at this. This is an automatically generated structure. It looks like... Look at that building. That's awesome. It looks like some kind of witch's fort or something like that. Whoa! Ooh, it's poisoned me. I know I'm really not very adept here. That was... Oh. I think that was just a... Whoa. A zombie horse head. Those are like, aren't those like really rare? Hmm, can't really see my eyeballs. Aren't those really, those are like really rare mobs, to my understanding. This, whoa. For those of you who do redstone whatsoever, you would know why I'm excited about this room. Slime is significantly important for most Minecraft redstone builds, and we currently do not have a source of it. This is also the first time I'm seeing these frog lights, so that's cool. Whoa, look at that. Pig into a zombie pigman. They've got weakness potions. Okay, that's cool. They've got splash potion of weakness. Almost as if like with a dispenser above them. Almost as if to hint at the in-game feature of curing. Definitely to hint at the in-game feature of curing those guys. Okay, now we are in the final tower. Awesome! Wow! Look at that. I believe we cleared the entire structure. Alright. This time, once and for all, actually gonna fly back. It's also looking like I'm not gonna make it all the way there without getting some more rockets out of the old inner chest. But I believe with that sand we have everything we need to finally make that filter system. And we are back in the Nether. And not only are we back in the Nether, but a decent amount of time has passed for me. I've actually gone ahead and placed most of the redstone components that I think that we're going to need for this farm to do what we are wanting it to, which is, again, collect the drops, run them into some crafters. Well, first of all, sort out the unstackable items and dispense them, as they're all pretty much useless, which are these two chambers here. Then sort out the nuggets, craft them into blocks, sort out the more rare ingots and craft them into blocks, and finally everything that remains, which is pretty much just rotten flesh, will go into a stack of 3 double chests, and then overflow everything will get dumped. I think 3 double chests of rotten flesh is probably more than enough for whatever purpose we may in the future want it for. I don't really think people use rotten flesh all that much, but I thought we might want some of it for maybe trading with clerics or something in the future. I haven't really AFK'd at this for any period of time. Just kind of been here watching. You can see, like, there are mobs falling at a pretty decent rate, and all of them that are down here that are dying of entity cramming, which means that I think that there's about 50 semi-permanent zombie pigmen here, and then everything else just falls in and kills them. But the thing that I'm wondering is this design hurting the efficiency to a significant enough point where we should make alterations? And I don't really know. It's a good question. As I said, I haven't really AFK'd for very much time at all. We've got 21 gold blocks. We need several stacks of gold. I mean, if I said, hey, let's we've made a gold farm and we could make a couple small changes and make it twice as efficient, that would be tempting. I've also considered adding a second level to the magma, blocks, but ultimately, I'm really just not sure what is necessary. As for this episode, for now, at least within this episode, until I can AFK tonight, I think that is about all that we can do here. So I'm going to go ahead and pack up the resources that we brought out here, and then we can get to the next project of this episode. I'm cleaning up my inventory, or not my inventory, but the build space here, and I have got to say, I might not have understood them at first, but just look at how many different things you can get in a single bundle. I mean, that is insane. All of these inventory slots that we managed to save into just one slot. That is definitely a very much appreciated feature. Thank you, Mojang. And we are back in the creative testing world for this next project, which I kind of hinted to earlier in this same episode, but this is why we are here. This is a template that I created several years ago and got used to on several worlds for a very much so color coordinated and organized shulker box array kind of system for my ender chest. But to do this organization, we are going to need a few things: shulker boxes, which we have, thankfully, due to end busting. An ender chest, which we also have plenty of, or we will definitely have more of soon. But we will also need dies, one of every kind. So I figured it would be a little fun mission to go ahead and try to collect all of these different dies. Because right now, back on the NHD server, this is all that we have, which is definitely pretty middling. So yeah, there are several that I would assume are going to be relatively easy. GodConstruct was kind enough to bring us some cactus when he made a trip to the desert, which is, I think, a little bit distant, maybe. And then several of these flowers will drop dye as well. Bone meal is a source of white dye. So there are several dyes that are going to be pretty easy to get, but there are also several that are definitely going to be maybe a little bit more specific. I'm not going to say challenging, but more specific. And it has started raining, and it is beautiful. Oh, I love it so much. It's very aesthetic. I don't know if Graham is enjoying it as much, but I'm loving it. So I have flown over here to the sparse jungle right next to our taiga on the big island, and it doesn't seem like any of the trees actually have cocoa beans on them, which is interesting. Whoa, look at that change. It's both interesting but also not surprising to me. I don't remember if I mentioned it before and maybe in the first episode, but I custom generated kind of by hand that biome, and it's entirely possible that I simply left out the addition of the cocoa beans. Thankfully, we have an actual jungle right next door. And do you all remember the days when jungle trees were the only ones that spawned or generated in these 2x2 formations? That I always thought that jungles were so cool, specifically for that reason. And now we have several trees that do that, but still, every time I come over here, I think of that, and they're definitely one of my more favorite tree generations. Well, look at this distinguished gentleman. What do you have? Mini blocks, and a lot of them. I don't really know I don't really think that's super useful, but thank you for stopping by. I've been working on the dies after returning back to the base, and I seem to be under attack. I don't know if these guys... I mean, I assume they didn't follow me here, obviously, but I guess these guys just randomly spawn. The obvious answer would be to kill them, but I actually have an idea. An idea that might make them more useful. Wow, I'm looking pretty rough. I did not pick that name on accident. It is a clue, a hint for you at home watching to guess what is soon to come with this guy. I have big plans, very big plans for this guy and for the base in general. I would love to hear your all's guesses in the comments below relating to Adam. That was a nice little interruption, but I'm going to go ahead and get back to the die grind. The biggest obstacle has been cactus, as Construct is the only one of us who's actually been to a desert so far, but he was kind enough to give me a couple cactus, so I am slowly but surely getting those going. Alright everyone, I am back in the nether at the gold farm. About to log off for the night, so hopefully I'm gonna encase myself here, and when I come back in the morning we will have plenty of gold blocks from our gold farm. Very excited. First AFK session of the server for me, so hopefully it goes well. It has been about probably 7 or 8 hours since I last checked. A very successful AFK attempt. Nothing crashed or happened, or I didn't starve to death. Okay. It's not... Oh, okay. It's not really as much as I was hoping for. Or as much as I actually probably would have guessed, being realistic even. I wonder... It doesn't look like anything went wrong. Oh. That's not good. It looks like the pigmen were able to destroy one of the eggs, which is interesting. I think all I would have to do to fix that though is add another trapdoor, so that's not hard at all. But overall, I think what this is telling me is I probably need to build a couple more platforms, and then on top of that, I think what I need to do is drop this killing chamber all the way down, I don't know, maybe another 15 blocks or 20 blocks even, so that even the lowest platform is going to get instantly killed by the fall damage. And then I can keep this top platform here and maybe have a piston array that I click and it closes these so that I can use that for XP when I need it. But yeah, the rates of this are not as good, and I think it's probably because there are like 50 piglins sitting there permanently.
But overall, the AFK session was good. No crashes or anything like that. So, and we were able to get a few blocks. I mean, over a stack. So that's much better, much better than nothing. So overall, I would call that a 60% success.
All right, everyone. I have made my way back from the Nether to the Overworld to this little patch of a base that we have. I promise this is definitely a priority for me to go ahead and get something set up. But for now, this has been working. This is sufficient. You may notice in my hotbar that I have the full amount of gold blocks required to make a beacon. As you all know, um, the gold AFK session didn't go amazingly. It wasn't bad. Almost 2 stacks of gold blocks. But I had some in my personal reserves from grinding for levels. And I'm going to go ahead and go over to GodConstruct and make this delivery so that I don't really feel bad about taking this nether star from him anymore. So we're pretty much just going to go level our debt, basically. And on top of that, he has also expressed his willingness, very graciously, to help us in kind of the next area that I would like to pursue, kind of a project. As you all know, the shulker box thing is it's a very small thing. I think we will try to get that done in this episode as well. But we have all the shulker boxes required. All I'm waiting on is that cactus to grow. So in the meantime, Construct has um, graciously offered to help me acquire some villagers for the base, which is definitely going to be very, very necessary for the plans that I have in the very, very near future. Perhaps even including Adam, our new pillager friend. So, as we swoop down here, I'm going to get a hold of the man, as he is online currently. Yo, I have landed at your private domicile, and I have something. I see you're busy.
Yeah.
All right. Would you like me to place?
You put it in here.
You got a whole bunch of good stuff. Oh, okay. And you got almost enough for uh already another beacon. Is I guess your iron farm's been running pretty well. But yes, as repayment, you're the Skull Man, Skull Master. Oh yeah, that's pretty sick. My beard sticks out from underneath. Okay, so question:
Hmm.
the snout armor trim. Do you
Hmm.
know how do the banner patterns work? Like, do you need the armor trim to get the banner? Like, how do you get the snout banner?
I don't remember. You might need a skull because a lot of them use skulls. I was just collecting trims just so I could have them.
This says it is actually a structural drop, so it's not crafted. It's literally something you get out of Bastion remnants as structures in general, which is pretty cool. I also need one of those.
What, the snout?
The banner pattern. I don't know if I need the trim right now. I
Yeah.
have one trim.
Like my enchant room.
I do like
It's
it.
like the only detailed part.
Yeah. I like the shelf that you were talking about. I like it. It's pretty sick. I like that every single enchant room that you go in is always like the same structural, like it's set up the exact same, because everybody is used to just being like, oh, I have to have all the you know what I'm saying? I have to have all the bookcases or I'm not going to have the level 30 enchant. It's like, yeah, but you could organize them in a fun way still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can use more than just 15.
Yeah.
And that makes a difference in itself.
As the iron farm. Looks like the iron farm's been working pretty good.
It has.
Yeah, if you would be willing to share some of your villagers.
Yeah, for sure.
So I only need 2, right?
Yeah, you just need 2 to get a breeder going.
I do have leads, but I don't have them on me. Do I need to go get those?
You will.
Okay.
First, let's go set up where you want your breeder to be, because
Okay.
that's the important part.
Okay. Where would be a good place?
It don't matter. Like I always build mine underground, so I don't have to look at it.
Okay. How
Jack
about
built his above ground.
Okay. How about here, right here? We could clear. I could level out a little bit of an area, real quick. So now we can fly.
I don't know if we can fly.
You want to try it?
Yeah, we can.
And I definitely feel like we should try it. It did not work. Bro, that 1 block or 1 pixel gap of the
I know exactly what we need. Let me box these guys in. We're gonna go get a happy guest.
a what?
Oh, you don't know about the new mob?
I mean, I've heard of them, but like, what would you? I've never gotten one before. I've never seen one in game, actually.
We're gonna go get one.
Okay. I don't even know how you get them.
We have to find a Soul Sand Valley.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Sam. Sam,
I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
It's one of the new nether structures that you added.
What? What the heck?
Oh, are you recording?
Yeah. Of course. A terrible...
Oh, this is an updated fortress.
Oh, sick. It looks pretty cool. Oh man, I don't need to follow you. You're gonna get all the loot. Dang, that guy got wrecked. He didn't even drop any blaze rods. What the heck? I thought they
Oh, there's an enchant. Look, there's a whole chest room.
What? Hold on, hold on. I'm coming, I'm coming. What the heck? Oh man, I bet you looted this place good on it.
There's an enchant table over here if you want it.
Yo, they got some crying obsidian? This is sick, dude.
This is cool.
How do you feel about the... Yo, look, a portal.
Well, this is just a ruined portal.
I mean, it totally makes sense for them to be in both. Oh, there's a ghast over there.
Hang on, I gotta get a skeleton skull real quick.
Yeah, real quick, alright.
So what would you do if I got one? You will need potions if you're gonna do villagers.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I was just gonna get them for crafting ender chests. So you said we need to be in the Soul Sand Valley, right?
Yeah.
There is a very, very small one. Yo, I can't believe, I think I got that on video. I was flying. He dropped a music disc!
Yeah, they drop music disc now.
Yo! I was literally flying, dude, and I was like, hey, look, a ghast. And I flew up toward him, and instead of using my sword, whoa, what is this? This is funky. Whoa, it's like a whole... Oh, I don't have a gold. I don't have anything. Oh, I found a happy ghast, or one of the sad ghasts, Cody.
Nice.
I don't have any gold though. And there's a bunch of piglins.
Happy guest. I found one. Or
Oh, you
dried
found it?
guest.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I think this is a structure. I don't think this is a vanilla thing where I am right now.
I've never seen that achievement, so
Okay, is there like a particular way that I need to like get the happy
I just
gas?
mind mine with soap touch.
Just mine it?
Yeah. Dude, I could be in full netherite and piglin brutes still scare me.
Don't tell me that. I'm still kind of... Okay. Okay, I got it. I got the dried gas. Definitely needed that. What's funny?
I got another wither skeleton skull.
I hate this biome with a burning passion. I just think it's terrible. Alright, I made it back. So now that we have the dried gas, do we need a saddle for those?
We will need to make a saddle. But we also need to let them mature and grow. But we need... Snowballs will speed it up.
Okay.
But Sam, you know why we need this? To make our lives easier?
So I know that they fly.
We can attach the lead to the boat and then to the happy gas and fly it over the mountain.
Yo. For real?
You can also just
you can fly
lead
mobs like that now.
anything and fly mobs without the boat.
What?
No, the elytra moves too quick.
Does it?
Yeah, way too quick.
Alright, I got some snowballs.
So to like hatch it in a sense, put it in water. Just literally
Okay.
place it in water.
Okay. I have all of the materials required, and I think. Actually, I don't know if I have any glass on me. If you want to bring some glass, then I think we will have everything we need
Gotta repaint the ears.
to...
I'm waiting on my gas to grow.
Yeah.
Unless yours already is.
No, mine's not, but whenever you head this way, if you want to bring like 10 pieces of glass or 5 pieces of glass, whatever. I think it takes 2 per takes 2 per saddle. So it turned into a little
gas.
baby. And now it says I can spam it with snowballs. It said about a stack is, I don't know. Alright, I just dumped it with... Oh, there we go. Okay, he's kind of flying away though, so I might need some help.
Oh, hey Sam. I found this.
Oh, yo! We definitely needed that. I need that for like my most immediate plans, so I appreciate that.
Free of
very
charge.
much.
Free of
Oh,
charge.
is that right? Dang. I didn't know anything you
Maybe a
did
cat
was,
1 level
I
up.
was about to say, I didn't know anything you did was totally free of charge.
So just put the saddle on that bad boy.
Okay. So just gotta come down here. Ooh. Come here, buddy. Buster. Okay. Well, looks like he's run away. Dude, look at this. Oh, it wouldn't let me on. Oh, you're on it already. Whoa. Dude, this is crazy. This is awesome. This does not feel like...
Mm.
Yo, you just like gave me the driver's seat.
Alright,
Are we good?
uppies.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm trying to get my camera to... Dude, this is crazy. Dude, this is awesome. This is crazy looking.
Can you hop on the gas so it doesn't fly away?
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Are you off?
Yep. We had the villagers in here.
Let's go. Your help is much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
As well as with the banner. I'm going to be using that very, very soon. I have suffered a severe injury. Oh my gosh. I fell in my chicken breeder while walking around. Are you kidding me? I was just thinking to myself actively, I kid you not, wow, it has been so long since I had a death. I had 60 levels. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that just happened. There we go. Hit of death. Jeez. That is actually pretty crazy, pretty funny, honestly. Well, one pro of some of the time that we spent over here with Construct and the starts of the villager breeder is that we have finally got enough cactus collected such that we can we have enough dye to organize our shulker box. So that's nice. I think the green was the last one that we really needed because this is like lime and then normal green and then cyan. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these smelted and should be able to wrap up that little project pretty quick. It will also use a decent amount of anvil renaming, so we might have to craft a new anvil, but I think we have the iron for that as well. Alright, I have gone ahead and cleared out the ender chest of the shulker boxes that I did have filling it in. These are very, very loosely organized, but really just not organized to the anywhere near the degree that I would like. So what I'm going to do is I've gone ahead and laid out the dyes and the orientation that I want the shulkers to be colored in the ender chest. So I'm going to go ahead and dye all of the shulker boxes, naming them in the process as we go. And this is going to be a very, very huge step toward our efficiency and organization and getting all of our projects done. It's been something that I'm very, very much so looking forward to. So I'm going to go ahead and basically just get straight into it. Trying to preserve the organization of some of them. Like this is very obviously pretty organized. So is this one. But some of them are just not. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this out. And quite conveniently, actually, with the crafting of the final, or the renaming, I should say, of the final shulker boxes, we actually broke our anvil. So that was kind of a perfect workout right there. If I go ahead and pick all of these up, you guys will be able to see kind of the... Oh no. I may have made a slight error somewhere. Okay, it looks like the only mistake I made was accidentally crafting 2 pink food shulker boxes. So I think I might just go give that to somebody else because generally, in my opinion, having duplicates of these named and colored shulker boxes is really just an inhibitor. Just confuses things. But yeah, now that I have all of these constructed and organized, I left one space open just for whatever I may want to put in there, maybe just an empty plain shulker box. But now I need to go through all of these other chests and find the items that I want to put in those shulker boxes. And once I do that, we are effectively done with loading the ender chest, which has been a pretty big task. And some of these are also like we'll need internally reorganized. I'm gonna go ahead and finish distributing all of our materials into the appropriate shulker boxes, and I'll catch you guys right after that. Alright everyone, moment of truth. After all of that work, organizing our shulker boxes into our ender chest, this is what we got. I've got everything pretty much how I want. I've done a little bit of reorganizing, a little bit of changing from what was previously used on different worlds, that sort of thing. But in general, we've got everything color coordinated and labeled and organized, which was a decent little task. Nothing really that strenuous or a lot of legwork, other than collecting a couple of the more rare dies, but definitely something we needed to get done, as were the rest of the things we got done in this episode. I also did a little bit of tree chopping over here, but the main thing being the acquisition of the villagers. Thank you, GodConstruct. Using a happy gas, which we now have. So yes, it has been a very eventful and successful episode. Unfortunately, that is all I have time for today, and I believe I gotta stay out of this thing, but I believe we have definitely made some very large steps toward the progress that I'm very excited about. Hope you guys catch the next one. This has been Sando. See you guys.